I love the Greyhounds because they're like big couch potatoes.
Greyhound racing is controversial because many believe that the Greyhounds aren't treated very well. It's a sport that's all about the gambling, and the dogs tend to be a byproduct of the industry. So once they're no longer of use, they need to be disposed of. There once was a time back in the 80s, or up until the 80s, when the dogs were killed. They were just killed. Nobody knew about them as pets, and late 80s people started figuring out that they actually make fabulous pets, and they're just darling, and they're quite addictive actually. The majority, at this point are coming into rescues and finding homes, which is wonderful as word's gotten out that they're not hyper and they don't need a huge yard and tons of exercise. They start racing at about 1.5 years old. They are no longer needed if they become too slow or they become injured. So the majority of them don't actually make it to a retirement age of 5. It's exceedingly rewarding because you get to see these guys come in not feeling well, not feeling much of anything sometimes, kind of shut down often, and you see them blossom, you see them learn things, you see them actually develop a personality. Oftentimes they have no idea what their personalities are going to be like, and we'll see some pretty amazing stuff where the dog will do something and then look at you like, oh my gosh, look what I just did. Can you believe that? and it'll be something silly, like jumping in the car. For the most part, we're starting out with dogs who are a bit of a blank slate. They have no experience with the outside world. They don't know stairs, they don't know mirrors, they don't know babies, small children. Some have probably never seen grass. We've had a few that seem a little strange about the grass at first. Many people who start looking at greyhounds or who come to the meet and greets and have never seen a greyhound before, they are very surprised.
They are affectionate but not needy. They are lazy, but they get bursts of energy.
People think they're just going to be running around all the time, and they really aren't, because they do spend so much time sedate and not doing anything. They're used to that. So for the most part, that's what they do.
They don't need to go for long, wild, rugged hikes in the mountains. They do love laying on the couch with me and watching TV or while I'm reading. They're at my side.
So you might have a dog who rips around in the yard for a little bit, then has to take a 4-hour nap, or you might have a slightly older dog who goes for a 15-minute walk and then has to take a 4-hour nap. They are quiet, they are clean, they are polite, they're not always in your face. They're very sensitive to their surroundings, and they try to fit in.
It's been such a joy. My idea of having to take greyhounds on long walks, I would pick up the leash and he would look at me from the sofa as if to say, have a good time, let me know when you're home, I'll be here, oh, don't wake me if I'm napping.
But it's wonderful to see them come, completely out of their shells or totally blossom when they get into a new home, because oftentimes we do get to see them at some point afterward, and to see how they are so proud of themselves, and how proud of how they're doing, and how happy their families are, and how their families' lives have changed in addition to the dog's life.
The beautiful part about bringing Blitz home that first day was how he jumped on my sofa and took a big sigh and looked at me with this look of such pleasure, such happiness, saying, yeah, I'm home.
I don't know what it is, really. They're kind of special. And I'm apparently not the only person who thinks so.